Hey everyone, Tony George, DocSports.com, Hump Day update. Don't forget to tune in later today around 6:30 Central for the NFL Picks and Preview show with myself and Indian Cowboy. Got a couple games on Saturday to discuss. That'll be interesting to see how the NFL does up against college football on Saturday with a couple of games. One of them a pretty good one. And then all the Sunday games and the Monday Nighter. So big show there with IC today. Be breaking down those games for you. As mentioned yesterday, we weren't doing an NFL opening line report this week. Just too much time constraints with college basketball going on. We're going to get right to it here today. I got a doubleheader at Doc's. Side play total. Had a 1-1 split yesterday. I was on UCLA last night. They were going to pound Long Beach State, and that game got postponed. And this is part of the COVID world that we live in. You know, today Drake in South Dakota, Drake was laying 5.5 at South Dakota out of love to be able to bet Drake in that game. One of the better teams in the Mo Valley. But nonetheless, COVID will affect these games and cards that we put out. We put them out at 8:30 in the morning Pacific. So, you know, between that and tip-off, a lot of different things can happen. One player tests positive, doesn't matter whether they flew there or not. They're not going to play. So these things are going to happen. They're going to happen in the NBA. They're happening in football. Look at, Washington had to back out of the Pac-12 championship. Now Oregon's in there against USC for the Pac-12 championship. There's some championship Saturday games this week. Looks like we're going to have a 6 or 7 unit play on Friday night in college football. So be sure and stay tuned. We'll keep you abreast of that. We'll worry about the football on Thursday. Yesterday, what a horrible call on Davidson. My bad for the free play. My bad. Davidson shot 34% from the floor, 26% from three-point range, and 14 turnovers. And got smacked by Charlotte, who shot 17% from the floor in three-point range. Still, and got beat by bad call. And that happens in college basketball, especially early, when you overlook an opponent. Anytime you overlook an opponent in any sport, college basketball, NBA, NFL, anytime you take somebody lightly, everybody's talent level is so high nowadays, even with mid-major teams, that, and anybody can get hot and shoot, 52% from the floor and 40% from three-point range and nail down 90% of their free throws a night. Doesn't make a difference. It could be Long Beach State, it could be, UC Irvine, it could be Montana tonight against Washington, whatever. If you have a good night from the floor and the team takes you lightly and they're not in, that happens. And boy, that was a shocker. Wasn't the fact that they didn't cover the spread, was just the fact they got beat straight up. This is a very good basketball team that were 2 baskets away from being unbeaten against 2 really, really good teams. So, this, especially early on, we're getting into the conference action now. You got big game tonight, Duke taking on Notre Dame. Duke without their best player. Tough call. Everybody's kicking Duke to the curb without him, and I'm telling you, Coach K is one of the best coaches there, whether you love him or hate him. And they're kind of like the New England Patriots. People love to hate him, the Duke Blue Devils. But Coach K is no joke. He's a good coach, and he'll have his team ready to play that game. You got Ohio State and Purdue going at it tonight. Kind of like Purdue in that one, but a little too close to call for me. But we got an off-the-board game here, and we're going to talk about it. UAB, the Blazers, taking on Southern. UAB picked up Andy Kennedy as head coach. They had their top 3 scorers returning from last season's team, and he picked up Ertl and Jackson in a transfer portal when a lot of big schools were after them. He got them both to stick with his top 3 returning scorers. And those 2 guys, as grad transfers basically, are putting up 27 a game combined. That's why they're 6-0 and they're 5-0 against the spread. Their defense is allowing 56 points a game. You're playing a Southern team that shoots 37% from the floor and 22% from three-point range. Good luck. Good luck. UAB's laying around 15 here. Going to be a blowout. I see them winning by no less than 20. I'm willing to lay the big number today with the UAB Blazers. Get it done for you. Your free pick. Back at you on Thursday with a football update. And, of course, don't forget, IC and I, Indian Cowboy, doing our NFL show today, as well as we're going to be talking about the NBA futures bets, season win totals for free on Friday. Right here. Right here on this page for free. Not going to put out a futures ticket. Going to give you what I bet out here in Vegas. Come on, be looking forward to that on Friday.